This is Reviewer03, bringing you 5 quick reviews. Why again? Because they were quite popular the last time I made them, and on top of that I can claim that I did far more work while in fact doing less. So basically I'm selling you the same shit, just shinier, and another reason is that I don't have anything better to do right now. My psychiatrist committed suicide last week and I just killed all of my friends who for some reason stopped talking to me after that. Right before I killed them they kept begging for their lives and some of them even called me an asshole, which is really rude. Come on, nobody cares if you're a noob. If you play Counter-Strike, you better be prepared to die. Alright, let's start with Midori Days. This anime is set in present-day Japan, and the story revolves around a friendly neighborhood pervert called Seiji Sawamura, who one day wakes up with a girl attached to his right hand. Okay, this is perversion overload. Now this hand job could get out of hand really quickly. We need an extra hand here. So what can you expect from this anime? A lot of comedy and romance and some good action and drama. Overall, the series is quite captivating and tells a beautiful and funny love story. So I'm giving this anime a good 4 out of 5 points. Next we have Voices of a Distant Star. The story is set in the year 2047 and revolves around a young couple who get separated by a war against aliens. And the only means of communications between them is a Stone Age mobile phone. Now this anime has very good action scenes and tells a charming story about love overcoming the distance of time and space. On the other hand, there were some things which just pissed me off. Why is it that in every mecha series it's teenagers that drive those things? Where are all the real soldiers? And why is that girl wearing her school uniform instead of spacesuit or something? And you really want to tell me that in 2047, when humanity has mastered faster than light travel, these two communicate with each other through a cell phone? Fortunately, the positive aspects outweigh the negative ones, so I'm giving this anime a good 4 out of 5 points. Next we have Candidate for Godess. The story is set in a distant future, in a time when nearly all of humanity has been overrun by aliens called the Victim. And the story revolves around a guy named Zero who wants to become a mecha pilot. Now I'm warning you, don't watch this anime. It's quite funny, with good action and some interesting mystery aspects, but it was cancelled in the middle and remains unfinished. Therefore it has an open ending which is worse than the ending of Sliders. Worse even than the ending of Lost. And the ending of Lost was so bad that I got really angry. I got so angry that I turned off the TV and went to bed. Instead I should have boarded the next plane to wherever the producer of this crap lived and... So I'm giving this anime a very bad 1 out of 5 points. Had this series finished, I might have given it a 3 out of 5 points, but with this open ending I can't give it anything else. Next on the list is RackSafon. This anime is set in the year 2027 and revolves around a guy named Ayato Kamina, who is a key element in the plans of both humanity and the alien Mulians who are battling one another. Now this anime has often been accused of being a ripoff of Neon Genesis Evangelion, but I wouldn't say that. The two series have some similarities, but are essentially different. And despite having a very complex story, I would say that RackSafon is a little less complicated and confusing than Evangelion. Now, I like the action and the English dub because of those two guys' English voices, and I didn't like that many of the characters behaved like complete and utter hysterical idiots. Basically, you can cut this anime in 3 parts. The first 9 episodes are quite boring, the middle part is quite good, and the last third is just fantastic. So I'm giving this anime a good 4 out of 5 points. Last, but definitely and absolutely not least, we have Gurren Lagann. Now I wanted to make a full review about this anime, but I'm not worthy. Nobody is. Because this anime is so fucking epic that your eyes start to bleed just from watching it. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm just going to say that this anime is about 2 ideologically opposed factions fighting against each other in the largest mechas in anime history. And it's just perfect. It's epic beyond comprehension, it has a phenomenal soundtrack, a godlike Japanese and English dub, incredible characters, many great and unexpected plot twists. I just can't find enough words to praise this anime. What? Get this overrated shit out of my sight? Cowboy Bebop best anime of all time's my ass. And while we're at it, fuck all the other candidates for that title, because if there is an anime deserving this decoration, it's undoubtedly Gurren Lagann. Besides Gintama, the only anime so far that I'm giving a 5+ out of 5 points. And this comes from someone who didn't like the first 5 episodes. But then came episode 6, and by God, from that moment onwards, each episode topped the last one.